We're the Whiskey Sippers, and this is our November bottle haul, cutting back for the holidays.
Or are we? After this. All right, so we had Single Barrel Saturday here in Ohio, and we did get a couple bottles, but maybe we didn't get as many bottles as we normally would have gotten in a standard month. So, yeah, I guess I'll start off with what I got. So for Single Barrel Saturday, if you don't know, it's basically Ohio puts out a email and says there's going to be a bunch of store picks and different releases that come out, and usually there's one or two like kind of more rare bottles to get along with a bunch of picks. So
Yep.
I went out, and the rare bottle to get was Weller Full Proof. So we were able to go, myself and my wife, and we were able to get some Weller Full Proof, so it's pretty exciting. And then as another little consolation, they had some Weller Antique. And then I also did get 2 of the Weller Special Reserves. However, I have since traded 2 of them, so this is my last one. So, but yeah, this is one I had open. But along with that, they also had some John J. Bowman single barrel picks. So I went out and got these as well. And yeah, just bottles for Single Barrel Saturday. That was pretty much the one day I was like really looking forward to going out and hunting. So this is the bottles I got.
All right.
Yeah.
I also went out for Single Barrel Saturday with my wife, and we also managed to get Weller Full Proof. So that was the first thing I ended up getting. That was the first time I went out that month.
Yeah.
Which it was later in the month, so like the first few weeks I didn't go out and get anything. So these were my first gets, was the 3 Weller Full Proofs.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, let's see what else we had. So there was the going down to Kentucky for the Kroger drop, which was a massive failure. So what I decided to do was make the most of it. And on the way back home, I was like, well, at least I'll stop for whatever they were putting out that day in Ohio. I stopped by a place in Columbus, just a Kroger, and I did get 2 Eagle Rares. So I made the most out of that trip for what I could. They also have those lottery tickets that they did for Ohio, which turned out to be pretty good. I'll save that for maybe next month's haul. But we did have a winner in the family. So, but yeah, I was able to get 2 Eagle Rares. So it made at least the trip somewhat worth it, I guess. So,
yeah. Well, I did get 2 other bottles on Single Barrel Saturday besides the Full Proofs. We ended up grabbing a Wild Turkey 70th anniversary, a Jimmy Russell, and a John J. Bowman single barrel, the Sazerac barrel pick. So those were the other 2 bottles we got from Single Barrel Saturday, 5 in all on that one day.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, my last bottle gets for the month. I did do a trade with my buddy Mark, and I had to get a backup of the Russell's 15. I was
so good.
It's pretty good. So I was like, well, I have the one open, and I was like, I really would like to have a backup of at least one of these. And then I did a little bundle deal, and I was also able to get a Russell's 13 batch 2. So I have a backup of that as well. Those early batches of Russell's, at least the batch 2 I've had, is really good, and I really enjoy it. So compared to the batch 5, I think the batch 2 is like miles above it. So I'm trying to get more of the 2s. But yeah, this is what I got. So
all right. So I have one more bottle. Devin mentioned the Kroger drop, which was a huge cluster, but
yeah,
my wife managed to somehow get a bracelet. She was pretty far back in line though, so she ended up getting a Booker's The Reserves. That was the best thing there when she went through.
Yeah.
And that was my last bottle for the month. So I only got those 6 bottles. Yeah. Everything that I got was at MSRP. So MSRP at Kroger, the drop for that one, and everything in Ohio is always MSRP.
Yep. So,
all right.
Yeah, let us know what you guys got. If you had any of these and you recommend any other bottles to look out for, especially in Ohio, if you're around here, let us know. And yeah.
I know personally I've been kind of cutting back and only kind of grabbing things that either I won't back us up or I don't have, or something that maybe I plan to trade for something I can't find.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of limiting down what I'm buying for now, probably until next spring.
Yeah.
All right, so if you like what you saw, please hit that subscribe and like button. We're pretty close to 900, still looking to get to that 1,000.
Yeah.
So until next time, the best bourbon or whiskey.
It's the one you like the most. See you guys.
Bye.